In 2013 na 2014 mimi ndio nilipatia Omtata documents ya kwenda kotini apige hii kitu, na kama hamutarekebisha hii msafara usicheza na wananchi, musicheza na wananchi. Hiyo si onyo, it is the truth.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the backstory. If you're new here, kindly hit that subscribe button and the notification bell down below so that you can be notified when we post a new video. Now ladies and gentlemen, since the Kenya Kwanza administration came into power, they have been looking for someone to blame for their failures. And the person who has suffered the most in all these blame games is the former president, Uhuru Kenyatta. You know, during Maandamano, the Kenya Kwanza administration blamed the former president, Uhuru Kenyatta, for sponsoring Maandamanos. Then they also tried to link him to what they called the resurgence of Mungiki within central Kenya. Now, they've come up with another blame game. They're now blaming the former president to have been using Nairobi businessman Jimmy Wanjigi to frustrate their agenda in the courts of law. Kenya Kwanza administration, through, let me say, the President Ruto's allies, have now turned their guns to the businessman come politician Jimmy Wanjigi, who they now believe is the key driver to the cases that are in court. They believe that Jimmy Wanjigi is the one who is sponsoring Okiya Mtata. And they're using Jimmy Wanjigi's utterances in the last 1-2 months to peg him down to these allegations.
In 2013 na 2014 mimi ndio nilipatia Omtata documents ya kwenda kotini apige hii kitu. In 2014 mimi ndio nilisponsor, mlikuwa nasikia kelele ya Alfred Kiter. Hiyo ilikuwa education yangu kwa wabunge wapige hii kitu. Uhuru mwenyewe ndugu yangu alinipigia usiku moja, he talked to me for 2 hours, kuniambia I am sabotaging the economy of Kenya na atafunga mimi. Nikamwambia please go ahead, I must divorce myself and educate the people of this country hii maneno. Na nilikuwa mtu wa biashara, si mtu wa siasa. I have been very vocal. Lenaola alitupa hiyo kesi, tukaiskuma ikaenda Supreme Court, si Supreme Court, Court of Appeal in 2020, and Court of Appeal said this thing is null and void. Sisi ndio tulikuwa nyuma ya hiyo kitu, so siseme tulinyamaza, tulikuwa nafanya kazi but in the back, kwa sababu sisi si watu wa siasa, hatukuwa watu wa siasa. Sasa tunazungumza kwa sababu tuko mbele, si ndio? Tuko mbele. And I'll tell you, hii kitu haitaisha leo. Haitaisha leo. Vile hii watu wamefanya, they are going to cause a revolution in this country. Na musidoubt ati hatuwezi fanya hiyo kitu. Mzungu alikuwa hapa Mbeberu, alikuwa amecolonize 500 million people dunia nzima, the largest empire. Na ni hapa tu Kenya aliona vita ya ukombozi wa nchi. Mjipigie makofi. Wakati wa Moi, labda nyinyi wengine hamkuwa mmezaliwa, wakati wa Moi ni watu wawili watatu maximum 6 ambao walisema huyu mtu tutamuondoa, tunataka multipartyism, tumuondoe. Na wakati huo katiba ilikuwa nasema, katiba before 2010, kufikiria, si hata kusema, kufikiria ati rais hayuko kwa kiti unapelekwa jela, it is called treason. Kufikiria, si hata kusema. Na alipeleka watu wengi gerezani. Si aliondoka? Si mmoja aliondoka? Don't underestimate yourselves. Musiwe na hofu ati hatuwezi kufanya hii kitu. Hii kitu musidanganywe na mtu. Hakuna suluhu ingine, ni revolution peke yake. Revolution in thinking, revolution in strategy, na revolution kuondoa hawa watu even without an election, because people power is supreme. Musingoje mambo ya election.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, that was Uhuru-Wanjigi, like around 4 weeks ago, when he attended, it was not a public rally, but it was a function within Mombasa, where he said categorically that he had sponsored Omtata in 2024. And he had sponsored Omtata and given him some documents to take to court so as to at least sue the government then. Then it was President Uhuru Kenyatta who was the president. But recently, during a burial service in Kiambu County, Uhuru-Wanjigi was quoted as telling President Ruto to either act on the taxation that is heavy on Kenyans, or else there will be a revolution in Kenya.
Munasikia maoni ya wananchi. Mumekuwa kwa power mwaka moja, na wananchi wanaumia. Najua wa Magata pahali ako, hata yeye analilia sisi wananchi hapa. Mjue wananchi wanaumia, na kama hamutarekebisha hii msafara, usicheza na wananchi. Musicheza na wananchi. Hiyo si onyo, it is the truth. It is the truth. Unafikiri sisi ni kama panya? Sisi si panya. Sisi si panya ya kuikanyaga. Sisi ni wa binadamu. Sisi ni wanabinadamu. Na muwezi kila siku munaamuka munatuumiza, munaleta ushuru, munaleta sijui nini. Na kwanza ni watu wa hapa ambao wanaumia zaidi. Kweli ama si kweli? Ni watu wa hapa wanaumia zaidi. Na watu wa hapa ndio waliweka nyinyi. Kweli ama si kweli? Kama si nyinyi wangekuwa hapo? Basi halafu wanakuja kumchezea. Hakuna kitu kama hiyo. Na mjue hii ni Januari 2024. Mumepatiwa the truth. Muko na miezi 3 namna hii. Kama hamutabadilisha hii mwenendo, haya.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, first let me apologize for the background noise of kids playing around. You know, kids have not gone back to school and this is their last day at home, so they are maximizing on that. So sorry for the background noise. Now, ladies and gentlemen, someone would ask, why is Kenya Kwanza administration or Ruto's allies so much focused on Uhuru-Wanjigi right now? You see, after Kenya Kwanza failed to lay all the blame on the frustrations that they are facing in Mount Kenya or in Kenya on the former President Uhuru Kenyatta, you remember they tried blaming President Uhuru Kenyatta during Maandamano. They also tried to link him to the resurgence of Mungiki within central Kenya, which is also not right. Then all these have hit a dead end. But now they're looking at guys who they feel can be a threat to them in central Kenya. Guys who are kind of charismatic, guys who can talk to people on the ground and can be heard. Those are the guys that they are now focusing their guns on. Remember, Jimmy Wanjigi is a businessman, but is also a politician. Jimmy Wanjigi vied in the last general election for the presidency. And his running mate was lawyer Willis Otieno. So when he went to present his papers at the Bomas of Kenya, IBC, through the chairman, Wafula Chebukati, disqualified him on technical grounds. But Jimmy Wanjigi still has political ambitions. He might vie for the presidency in 2017 or even 2032. Remember, Jimmy Wanjigi is also is a connected businessman and politician. In 2013, Jimmy Wanjigi was quoted as saying as the guy who brought together the former President Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto when they were facing the ICC cases. And in 2017, Jimmy Wanjigi was Raila Odinga's key strategist. So if you look at him, he has connections both in Ruto's administration, he has connections with Raila, and he also has connections with the former President Uhuru Kenyatta. So he plays a very critical role within the political cycles. So however much he's made all these statements, but Kenya Kwanza is so afraid of someone who can come out and challenge them within a region that they think they have dominance in. Remember, Central Kenya played a very key role in Ruto's rise to the presidency. Like 50% of votes from Central Kenya went to Ruto. And Ruto feels that is still the kingpin of Central Kenya. However much he's failed to fulfill most of the promises that he made, and the fact that he feels that there is a lot of heat on the ground and guys are against his policies that are affecting them, affecting their businesses, affecting their cash crops, Ruto feels that he needs to still be the kingpin of Central Kenya. And if he loses Central Kenya going to 2027, then it's going to be a game shot for him. So they're looking at someone within the political cycles in Central Kenya who can be a threat heading to 2027. The first threat was the former President Uhuru Kenyatta, that they've tried to malign, and guys have not bought that idea. So many Kenyans are telling them that, hey, you guys, you're the ones who are in government. You need to work without blaming other people. Because heading to 2027, blaming the former President Uhuru Kenyatta in Central was kind of fashionable. You'd find the likes of Ndindi Nyoro, the likes of Gachagua, the likes of all these people blamed the former President Uhuru Kenyatta for all the atrocities. And so many people within Central Kenya bought that idea. But now that the Kenya Kwanza administration, Ruto's regime is in government, guys are telling them to stop blaming the former president. So they've tried to malign him so that at least they maintain that grip that they had in Central Kenya. But as things stands now, they know that they're losing Central Kenya. And if there is someone who can come out openly and talk and sweet talk Central Kenya away from Kenya Kwanza, that is the person that they fear most. So Jimmy Wanjigi is on their target. They feel like this is a guy who, one, is courageous, he has money, and is also eloquent and an orator. He kind of charismatic in a way. So they're looking at if someone like Jimmy Wanjigi teams up with former President Uhuru Kenyatta and the politicians within Central Kenya who are against Kenya Kwanza regime, that guy they should go for him, and that is why I think they are going for Jimmy Wanjigi, so that they can try and link him up to all the cases that are making them unpopular in central Kenya. So that is it from me, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time, bye-bye. But if you are new here and you've not subscribed to our channel, kindly hit the subscribe button and the notification bell down below so that you can be notified when we post a new video. Until next time, bye-bye.